Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time once again. We know you've been waiting. It's time for the Hip Hop Republican, Shirley Hoozar.
Hey, Happy New Year! 2010, to the hip, to the hop, to the hip. Good morning, hip hoppers. I know it's been some time since I have talked to you. We got so much going on in this country. Woo! It's going to be like waiting to exhale. We can't wait to exhale. First of all, I just want to say Happy New Year and thankful and very grateful for all of those who attended the HipHopRepublican.tv New Year's Eve party. We had a blast. We had Can Girls. Oh, yes, we did. A couple of strippers on the side. We had hip-hop upstairs that was totally live, and then we also had the salsa at the bottom. So if you want to see some of the video clips, go to HipHopRepublican.tv. Now, what you're watching here is HipHopRepublican.tv, which is an extension of HipHopRepublican.com out of New York. New York is a great place to be because in the New York-based area, we are bloggers that are not happy with the establishment and some of the things that they're not exposing and telling the people. And you, the people, have the right to know. You have the right to know what's going on in your country, in your city, in your towns, and holding your constituents responsible for it. By going to HipHopRepublican.tv, you will see different articles and blogs about that. But right now, you are watching HipHopRepublican.tv and .com. That will definitely make a change in your life. So, family, talk to me. Have you guys had a great New Year's? Have I been missed?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have
Everybody's been asking for you in the chat room, Shirley. Yeah, so
You have been missed, and I must say, your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And as the resident leftist political brother here, you know, Shirley, I went to the network. I said, get me off of this damn hip-hop Republican show. Why do you have me on this hip-hop Republican show? Just like Jay Leno, I fought Shirley, but then they said no. They said, Mario, if you want to be the political brother, you have to be part of the hip-hop Republican. And I didn't want to do it, but then, it's just like certain sexual acts, I like it now.
Oh, okay. That's why he asked for a lap dance early. He asked for a lap dance early before the show started.
So we're going to be here.
And we're going to convert him. All right, so let's get right into it. Nudity. You know, nudity is one of my favorite topics, but let's go right into it and talk about this wonderful man here.
Oh, yes.
Look at this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Has anybody found Tiger? Has he become like Waldo? Where in the world is Waldo? Has anybody been able to find him right now? Many of you guys have seen this ad, I'm sure already.
He's incognito.
He's incognito. You know, these pictures were taken, but I don't think they were meant to be published because of the quality of the photography. But I'm telling you, look at this. For those who have not picked up this magazine, this is a scrumptious little Chinese Asian man.
He's not Chinese. He's Korean, honey.
Excuse me, Korean, black, whatever.
What the hell?
What the hell? Whatever he is, he's lickable. But you know, he don't like to play with chocolate too much. He likes that vanilla blonde.
Now, why y'all say that?
Oh, it's true. How many black women do you see this man with?
Just because you ain't seen him, maybe you do it on the down low.
I don't think he's really been exposed to us, sweetie. That's his element. So.
No, I think he's been exposed. He's been exposed to everything and everybody. I think he's just made a conscious decision of what he's chosen. It ain't one of us. But I just want to tell y'all, if you haven't picked up the Vanity Fair of nudity, because you have the freedom of speech and exposure, nudity moves the world, changes the world, and absolutely captures the minds of the world. But the best nudity I've seen so far this week was the new senator. Woo!
Oh my God!
I was looking for that. I was looking for that.
Hold it, honey. Hold it. Don't move too fast.
Oh, I got it.
You got it.
I got it, Shirley.
We want to see that.
Oh, look at that. Is that a scrumptious Scott Brown? Are you familiar that Scott Brown had posed for Cosmopolitan about, 10 years or longer ago? And he still had that nice body. He doesn't seem like he has any rolls. So if you look underneath, this is what he looks like.
You're a freak.
Oh, I don't know, baby.
Republican freak.
Republican, and he's a Republican. He knows how to get down. Now, let's talk about Massachusetts. You know, here he is. He won this seat that Ted Kennedy had held over many 40 years plus. And here comes a Republican that takes the seat and beats out a Democrat. Why did he beat that Democrat? Do you know why he beat that Democrat? Is because she wouldn't shake hands with the people in the cold? Did he not beat that Democrat because she just wouldn't understand and connect to the people? No! Because the man was naked! I'm gonna be honest with you. Women like a nice full-figured man, just like y'all like a nice full-figured woman. Look at that body. Look at that body. Oh, come on. Family, talk to me.
Well, I think the reason why he got over in Massachusetts is because Massachusetts was probably ready for a change. And I think they probably got sick of the Democrats and liberals screaming that this is, a democratic state and It's not. And, he made a very good point I personally thought he made a very good point when he said, this is not the Kennedy state, it is the people's state, and this is the people's position. And he seems like he wants to be bipartisan. We'll see. I mean, so they have a new senator. He happens to be Republican. We'll see what happens. So
they have a new senator. He is Republican because the Republicans are on a roll. The Republicans this year in 2010 are going to take over. Unfortunately, Congress is in a rude awakening. They had to stunt on their old health care bill, and now they have to listen to what the Republicans are finally trying to get them to say. This country is not ran by Republicans or Democrats. It's ran by the American people, and you have to be open to hear both sides. Fortunately, Scott Brown was elected, and we have a Republican in Massachusetts, and that other lady, well, she needs a little work.
Well, Shirley, do you think he's kind of like a hip-hop Republican? Because he is different now. You just showed us a picture. Does he represent that new wave, kind of like you, Shirley, of people who are, it's just a different group,
Yes.
He has a lot of appeal, I think, because of that.
He's not a conservative, and I'm more conservative than what he is, so let's make that clear. But he is about change, and he is about bringing a diversified Republican Party. And I think we've always existed. It's the fact that the media has not seen it. And we've always been trying to bring a different class and character and viewpoint into the party. It's just that the media has not exposed it, and we've not had a camera kind of polarize a candidate that we have right now. So I do believe he is about a candidate of change for the state, for the country. He understands health care because the health care plan that they have in Massachusetts is a great one that's working, but he also knows the flaws of that. So he definitely can add a lot in the Senate and to Congress.
Oh, so they have a very good health plan?
I've been told that they have a pretty substantial one. There's some flaws in it, but they have a different one than most states. And so he wants to implement probably some of those ideas and making sure that, this bill is 2,000 pages, and it looks like it could be an 8 or 10 font page. So, here's a bill, a health care bill that they were trying to rush through in 1 year of this president's first administration. I'm sorry, that does not make any sense. It doesn't make sense. We've got to slow our roll, understand what's going on, because this affects lives, many, many lives of people. Let's move on. Happy New Year. Like I said, boy, what a year. We've had, have you heard about John Edwards?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Everybody heard about John.
The father of the child. Is that a wow?
You sound like Maury Povich now.
Oh, he's wow. Wow. That's, the GOPs are going, wow, that's sweet. We got rid of him.
Sowing those wild oats.
He didn't want to admit it. That baby looked just like that man. That man ain't nothing but a Ken and Barbie. That's why he went and had a blonde on the side so he can have him a Barbie. Now, that's right. That's not right. He had a beautiful, loyal wife who has gone through cancer, has lost a son, and here he is playing on the side. This man was almost your president. Oops.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
because it's going to be an indictment, of course, on the male, so to speak, because it seems like it's one of those things where you can't help but to go, look at him, typical male. But imagine the mind state of the woman who says, I'm touring with this potential president or candidate for vice president and or president, depending on the time.
Okay.
What do you think about the woman who was holding the camera the whole time, following his campaign trail?
Well, that same woman opened her legs and let him in.
And what does that say?
And what does that say? It takes two people to tango.
Thank you.
That's what it takes.
Thank
it takes
you.
two
It
people
said
to
what
tango.
used to be good in the old days is still good today.
Okay. That's what Democrats do. They're dull and they do it. So
Well, wait a minute. Strom
Democrats.
Thurmond had his
Oh,
scandal
you're going
too.
back in time.
No, I'm just letting you know. They all got their nastiness. Dudes
No,
that just
they've been
got
having
busted
sex this
for
year,
going
too.
to
Yeah,
Argentina.
They got some
Republican that went to Argentina with
come
his
on
babe.
now. They've been having sex.
Yeah,
Don't
they're all
cry for
dirty.
me, Argentina. Evita.
They all.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. Him and his wife were having
They're
problems
all
from the
dirty.
jump. He admitted she already knew her husband was a loser, so that wasn't nothing new. It was Edwards smiling in front of camera saying that he wanted to be your president.
When they try to deny it, that's what makes it bad. It's almost like the guy who, remember the one who ran the Democrat, it was a Democrat at that time who ran for president. Remember the one who was on the boat, making, what was the name of the whoop? Monkey business or something? The other guy who got busted, he was right. He dared the press to bust him.
Right.
And then the press busted him.
Oh yeah, don't tempt him.
Don't tempt him.
You're giving the paparazzi.
Especially when you're guilty.
Who's like,